went into breeding the most perfectly juicy, crisp apple. Today, I can confidently tell you there is so much more out there, and I see it everywhere I look. This is obviously also a reflection of my own maturity and expanding palette as an editor over the years. I can also say there is simply no one definition, no paragon, no truest, most perfect form of food writing. This series has grown to include criticism, fiction, academic writing, and even newsletters. And beyond just writing about ingredients, meals, and recipes, the collections now include writing about all manner of topics relating to the world of food. Some of my favorites have been the more absurd, writing about fake plastic food, writing about food that jiggles, writing about food emojis that stand in for sexual symbols, and of course, writing about what happens to our food after we eat it. But writing about food can also be difficult. Writing about exploitative labor practices, writing about hunger and drought, writing about eating disorders. Working on this series has made me a better, more flexible editor, a wider reader than I ever imagined. A true virtue of this process has also been having an open policy. Through reader and editor submissions sent via email, I get to read stories I never would have found on my own. Sure, it means inviting a lot of traffic into my inbox, but it undoubtedly has helped me find things I never would have known existed without tips from friends, acquaintances, and perfect strangers. For being such a lonely job, compiling a list and deciding what you think of it, it also has its very fun social moments. Asking people for help with submissions is, in my opinion, not just helpful, but in fact a crucial and necessary part of the process. I have learned from the best editors in the business to ask others for their input, their suggestions, and their insight, and to be gracious about admitting that no one person can consume it all. I am so grateful to HarperCollins for the opportunity to work on this series as long as I have. I am thankful for my editor, Jessica Vestudo's reliability and patience with me, and of course, I must give all credit for my involvement with this series and its existence in the first place to Naomi Gibbs. Naomi is a brilliant editor with a true nose for talent. I am not just saying that because she picked me. Naomi has edited real authors like Ursula K. Le Guin, Alexander Chee, and Nana Kwame Adjei-Brenyah. As of this writing, I will be handing over the series editor duties to Jaya Saxena, a writer and editor whose work has been featured in this volume several times over. For me, Jaya represents the present and future of food writing and all that it is capable of doing and becoming. I am so thrilled for her and excited to see where she takes this volume next. You can send submissions for next year's edition to her at bestamericanfoodwriting@gmail.com. According to our guidelines, anything that was published in a North American periodical during the year 2023 is eligible for inclusion in the volume. If you have submitted in the past, thank you so much, and please do so again. Onward and upward with food writing. Sylvia Killingsworth. Read by Elyse Dinh. Copyright 2023 by Sylvia Killingsworth.
Introduction. Everyone with unlimited access to some kind of food, the majority of people in this country, takes it for granted. We live 5 minutes from a banana or a Slurpee or a cheeseburger, and we consider that normal, even though everything it takes to bring us those things is part of a deeply flawed and destructive system. On the other hand, a carrot in the ground out back, and an egg from a local chick, represent life and love. As much as anything, food must be seen in context. It's a lens through which we can view just about everything humans do. Although it's one of the joys of our lives, it's also not a pretty picture when you stare right at it, like an alluring magic eye that resolves to an apocalypse. There are no records, but it's safe to believe that chatting about food